All right, man. First of all, let me thank you. I appreciate you doing this interview with me, man. I value time. I know you value time, so with that being said, I'm not going to waste your time or nothing like that. You know what I mean? We're going to start from the beginning, man. Name, age, and current living situation.
Braxton Trey Martin, 29.
29.
Homeless.
Can you tell me a little about your journey?
I'm from Alabama, and from my childhood, my dad was a really big cook out in Alabama, and so he wasn't really there, and so I was naturally in foster care. So I got exposed to a lot of stuff that normally people wouldn't be exposed to, and they kind of like set me on in a weird space and everything. But eventually I got adopted, and then that was dark sometimes and light other times. There's a whole lot of trauma, but everybody gets traumatized and stuff.
Man, I agree with you. When you say that you're from Alabama, would you believe if I told you 90% of the people that I interview out here are not from Arizona?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
That's crazy, huh? Why do you think the people are coming out here? Is there a sign somewhere? Or I mean, I know the weather's cool. Like, it's always sunny. It's not cold. There's not snow. So is that the reason why a lot of people come out here? Or is it just circumstantial?
Honestly, it's circumstantial, and like Phoenix it's just the last hub before places like the next big cities. And like a lot of people that are here went from Alabama to California, or Iowa to like California or New Mexico, and this is like the first big city that bounces back from, because a lot of people, like in my case I went to California and crashed out. This was the first big city I came to on the bus home.
Okay.
And it's like, no, I don't want to give up. I gotta go swing at them again. This is Phoenix, rise from the ashes, and then find out it ain't sweet at all. Hidden.
At all. It's like a hidden gem out here, huh?
Yeah.
What led to your current situation? Like, what led to you being out here on the streets?
Me choosing to neglect my mental health and like victimize and have a victim mentality, because my loved ones were watching me kill myself slowly, so they had to part ways, and I felt abandoned. So I was like, I have borderline, so I was being way over dramatic, and I just was like, I'm gonna go to California and start a new life.
Man, that's heavy. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm thankful for all of it, because one thing I learned a lot about who I am, and that what I love and who I love, and that it's not a problem. And I learned that I need to fix my face, bro, because we're all dealing with the same thing. I'm running around like a victim, dog, but I'm a drop in the bucket, you know what I mean?
100%, I agree with you. Now, we're out here in Tempe. I always ask people, I feel like, in my opinion, the camaraderie in Tempe is a lot better. Have you been to Phoenix or any other places, Sunny Slope, or any other places in the valley?
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold, right?
Yeah, people like, and they'll sit there and be like, you'll run up and let's say you're starving, or let's say you're fiending, or on one of those days you're like, hey man, this is my last greatest possession, my grandfather's watch or something. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'll do you something. You hand it to them, and that's the end. They ain't about to give you nothing.
Steal it and watch you look for it.
They like
wake up, watch you look for it.
They treat it as entertainment, and it's not. I don't blame them, bro, because they get tired of seeing it. But when you come up here, it's a whole lot more friendly.
A little bit more friendly. That's what that's how I feel it is anyway. At least the camaraderie is everybody here is like a tight knit group.
I had a police officer buy me food last night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I've been in trouble for it. I've yelled and cussed at cops and all that. Forget 12 and all. And this lady bought me chicken sandwiches, 4 of them, and 4 fries.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out? Something that stands out.
Yeah, I'd have to say, honestly, that's a lot to think about. Every day, it can be monotonous. But one experience that does stand out, coming to Tempe, damn, there's so many experiences. Like, which one stands out? California.
California.
Getting 5150 by the police. And because it's someone I was staying with didn't have my best interest, and they dosed me with scopolamine. And it's a paralyzing, you can't move and stuff. But then I survived that, dog. I should have, I'm sitting there wanting to cave in on myself, and next thing I know, I'm in Phoenix, and I feel like I got a family, and people are helping me, and I have nothing, but I never go hungry.
Man, that's a good thing, man.
And it's like, how can one go from such a low?
I mean, the people feeding you and stuff.
No, I mean, like, how I went from such a low so quickly to being loved.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this world, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sometimes I feel like we have lost what it's like to be empathetic or compassionate or sympathetic to people's plights. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody's someone's child at the end of the day. So no need to be harsh or, ridicule or anything like that. I think people just need to go back to when, it's okay to be, in a bad situation. And that's just how I feel. What is something you wish more people understood about being homeless?
People are like, well, it's your choice, right? And I mean, yeah, I guess it's your choice that you're not getting up off the pavement and scraping yourself off and starting over, but there's a disassociation that comes with it, man. Like the constant looks that people give you, the ridicule, no matter what you do, people are still spitting on you, and it's hard to not victimize yourself. So in order to mature past victimizing, you disassociate from reality, and next thing you know, it's 6 months later and you're walking circles in a desert. Like, what am I doing? And it's like snapping out of that. You have to have a day where you're starving and can barely move because your muscles are locking up and everyone's turning on you before you decide, all right, I'm getting out of here. Something has to slap you awake. And
I agree with you, man.
I'm just thankful to all them things that have slapped me awake. All my homies, all the situations, just thank you.
Man, that's cool. You're the first person I've heard that has appreciated something like that. Are there places or services that have been particularly helpful to you while you've been on your journey?
The cooling centers, the Hope Team, CBI,
yeah.
the random volunteers that come through and are sitting there being positive no matter what kind of crazy yelling homeless stuff is going on or what kind of nonsense. They're still out there coming to feed us, coming to bring us water, and they'll pull up on you with ice cold water, and they will give you chance after chance and keep trying to get you into rehab and show you patience. Besides that, what's another? The Orbit system. Thank God for that free transportation.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. What keeps you getting through your times? What keeps you waking up versus just succumbing to the situation? You being out here. I know you elaborated a little bit on, people helping you and things like that, but what keeps you getting through your times? What makes you wake up every day knowing that you're going to be out here displaced versus just being like, man, I'm cool, forget about it, I'm done.
I go at it like it's my job to prove the stigmas aren't true and to do as much good as I possibly can with no resources for whoever I come across, no matter what they do. And it's like you give it all and all that, but it ain't like you're a hero. If the old lady needs help across the street, you do it. If the homie's asking you to walk 2 miles just to get him some cold water and you're about to pass out, you do it. And somehow you're just taken care of, and that's what I look forward to every day. I look forward to bashing the negativity in the face with my sickening positivity.
Man,
it's like, bro, I ain't gonna let you. No, we helping each other. We're brothers. I don't care how many times y'all turn on me. I love y'all.
So it's kind of like tripping someone on the way down to the lunch line.
That's
We're
what they
both
try
gonna
to do.
eat there. Yeah. We're both gonna eat there, but I gotta trip you first. You know, we're there.
It's more like
something like
I'm
that.
running around
mentality.
watching for who's trying to trip people and catching them before they fall.
Okay.
Reminding them that there's hope,
yeah.
dog. That there's a reason. Like you gotta fight, dog. And it's not a fight against.
Fight for positivity, rather.
It's literally a fight for love, because
that's dope.
it's trying to die in the homeless community, man.
Man, that's dope. I like that. What's a typical day for you look like?
Well, I wake up if I sleep. I wake up about 6, 7 o'clock. I try to stay in the shade for as long as possible.
All right, day in the life.
You get up about the time that it gets too hot to sit where you're at anymore, which is like 6 or 7 o'clock. And usually you start walking to Circle K to get a drink.
That's the move.
And waiting to get to the cooling centers and try, like, you just kind of mill about taking the orbit system, trying to go to cooling centers, doing what you need to do to get your paperwork taken care of, finding somewhere to cool off and finding somewhere to help people. It's just, you kind of just stay going
Yeah, stay in a circle.
and try to accomplish something productive.
Man, that was awesome, bro. What's been the hardest part about being homeless for you?
Excuse me.
Okay. We caught that 4K. All right.
The hardest part
It's all good.
is having to deal with such a mass amount of slight disrespect to the point where it kind of gets a little hard sometimes, because like it's just, to people it's just a little comment with their group of 3 people, but you pass that 20 times on the one block on the sidewalk and you've just been insulted by like 60 people.
Man.
So like, and they sit there when they sit there and they talk like this, they say the most harsh, savage
So it's like
shit.
compounding insults.
Yeah, like, and if you're, and I don't blame them because they're college kids and they're like, why the hell are all these homeless people here? But like it's like a constant commentary, so you kind of have to have a really strong shield. And for a while I didn't, like, that shit used to hurt. I used to start crying and start screaming at people and threatening to blow up the whole world, which is impossible, by the way. And now I just don't react to none of it, and none of them, people don't say hateful stuff. I smile, they smile back. I don't know, like, just being homeless out here, the hardest part is learning to stand resolute despite whatever distractions going, whatever static, because don't none of that mean nothing. They just judging on appearances anyways.
100%.
Just keep on moving, dog.
Yeah, I concur, man. I agree with you. And last but not least, man, do you have a Cash App, Venmo, or anything you would like to shout out? Just in case anyone who feels sympathetic or compassionate towards your story, your plight and situation, you never know what someone may do or if someone may want to help.
I don't have a Cash App because I don't have a phone. But there's this organization, BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and they helped me. They gave me $9,000 to bury my son, and they gave him a motorcycle possession, and I still haven't been able to pay them back. So if anybody wants to, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Northeast Alabama. If y'all want to donate something, donate to them, dog.
Man, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy.
Don't donate to me out here. I'm about snacks and I'm about snacks. So don't donate me no money. I got me.
Snacks. All right, man. Man, thank you so much. That was an awesome interview, man. Very informative, and I think someone will be able to gain something from that for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem, bro.